As home automation is becoming more prevalent, we see new companies releasing new products allowing users to monitor and control their home. However, we also find older companies adopting to these new technologies. For instance, Schlage has been creating door locks since the 1920s, so you know that they know what they're doing. We received the Camelot style Connect touchscreen deadbolt in aged bronze. They do have other styles and finishes to choose from, so it will match your existing lock. As shown on the box, this is a Connect series, which means that it is Z-Wave. It also states it is Wink ready, but it should work with pretty much any other hub. I'll be pairing mine with SmartThings. If you don't have a hub, don't worry, you can still use the door lock without remote access and a few other benefits, which I will explain shortly. The lock is rated Grade 1, thus it has the highest residential security rating. The alarm can warn you when the lock is tampered or when an incorrect code is punched in multiple times. The lock is also fingerprint resistant, so a thief won't be able to see which buttons were pushed. It can also store up to 30 different codes, so if you need one for your housekeeper and a different one from your friend, you can do that, and a code can be deleted if needed. The schlage Connect, or built-in Z-Wave, allows the lock to be paired with a smart hub, so the lock can be remotely managed. In addition, advanced features can be enabled, such as the door automatically locking when you leave or unlocking when you arrive. As previously mentioned, different types of alerts can be enabled with a built-in alarm, and the installation is very simple. In the box, everything that you need is present except for a screwdriver, and if you don't have a screwdriver, I don't know what to say. We have the interior unit. It is a little bit bigger than others I've seen, but then again it is very solid and the safest rated residential lock. Next we have the deadbolt, which we will replace with the current one. A bunch of tools, a key that won't typically be needed, but it's nice to see that they did include batteries. Lastly, we have the exterior unit, which looks very nice, and like the interior unit, it feels very solid, and I'm sure that it can survive many, many years. Here's a closer look at everything that is included. As you can see, not much is needed for the installation. As far as rekeying the lock, it can only be rekeyed with other schlage keys, and it requires some involvement of removing the cylinder and lining up the pins. If you plan on rekeying, I would recommend taking it to your local locksmith or Home Depot prior to installing, as this would save you both time and money. This is the lock after the installation. It looks nice and matches my door. The deadbolt can be locked and unlocked manually from the inside like any other lock. The exterior looks awesome. It combines a traditional design with a Camelot style and has a modern look with a keypad. As far as the setup, when the master code is entered, different settings and additional codes can be added using the key in the manual. It is self-explanatory and really not too difficult to set up. With the default settings to lock the door, you simply press the schlage button at the top of the lock. It provides confirmation with a green check mark. It can also be set up to require a code if you want to lock the door. When an incorrect code is entered, a red X will be presented, and with the right code, the door unlocks with audio feedback and the green check mark. I was able to pair my door lock with my SmartThings hub without an issue. I can monitor the status of the door lock, current battery percentage, and remotely unlock and lock the door. And if ever needed, a regular key can be used. All in all, adding a smart lock is probably one of the best steps towards a safer and smarter home. And the Schlage Z-Wave deadbolt definitely meets and surpasses the standards. Please subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video. I plan on reviewing other locks in the near future along with comparisons.